It's so hard to like actually get the hard point when you're dashing.
How's it going, everybody? This is GameNat speaking, and I just want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate all the comments on my last video talking about bugs, glitches, and physics exploits here in Subnautica 2. I want to give a big thanks to everybody who gave me suggestions on things that I should try in the game, as well as anybody who left a comment about things that they had experienced in the game. In this blimp of a production that's taken me the entire last 10 days to put together and edit, we turn our gaze to the denizens of Proteus, their lives, and what experiences lie therein. Real quick though, guys, if this video doesn't fill out your display all the way to the edges, consider subscribing to the channel. That way you can follow me on my YouTube journey to see if I can ever figure it out. Thanks for considering. With that being said, let's see what the people of Proteus have to say. Denizens like Only Faded, who suggests try putting a locker on the chassis and then disconnect it. And just as a quick note, a recently built locker has the most unique physics, followed second by a locker that you've recently dropped. So those will work best for doing any exploits with the locker and chassis combination. First, I'll show what happens if you bump into a chassis that you just disconnected from.
There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
If you're lucky, this will also work when you just disconnect from the chassis mid-air.
That's hilarious, bro.
Not unlike a Neanderthal discovering how to light their first torch, I soon found that if you fiddle with the settings menu while the chassis is spinning, you can get some truly unique outcomes.
Oh, that was weird. Yo! Is it doing that on its own, or is it the menus? I swear that was the menus doing that. Absolutely, it's the menus doing that.
These rogue chassis are always bound to slow down, and at some point you have to reset the locker on them. And when I went to do that, I accidentally dashed towards the chassis, and that's when things completely fell apart.
Oh. Where'd it go? Bro, what? What? What is going on? Yo, that's dangerous. Look out. I don't know what I did. Yo, yo, stop. Oh God. Oh God, I gotta get my tadpole to keep up with it. Oh man, I'm gonna lose it.
And that's when I lost it. But it's okay, because I kind of knew what I did, so I tried to replicate the setup.
I'm gonna see if I can make this one happen again. Like you drop, then you just dash and land it. Oh, I missed. It wanted to go. It's so hard to like actually get the hard point when you're dashing. There she goes. Oh crap. Bro. Yes.
This is one of the first sections that I recorded for the video, but I did recently get a comment from Kobe Cutie saying that they triggered a similar state by trying to attach a locker to a disconnected Scout Ray chassis. I think it's safe to assume that this is what you were talking about when you said that.
Yo, careful. Oh. Oh, there she went. There she went. Yo, what? 100 and... Yo, what? That is so fun. That is stupid fun.
As we've seen, any Scout Ray chassis moving on its own is very susceptible to the settings menu, and the results can vary from extremely high launches across the map.
I actually lost it that time. Oh, what?
To the chassis fully clipping into the terrain, like what happened on the creative world that I invited my girlfriend to. Either way, Should probably stick to creative mode if you're going to try this one on purpose. And also, I want to thank you both, Only Faded and Koba Cutie, for your comments, because this was ridiculous. I mean, truly insane stuff here, and it wouldn't have been possible without your suggestions, so I appreciate it. Thank you again. Moving on, GVOD suggests they think that we can put more than 7 tadpoles stacked upon each other, as long as we build a really high tower and just start spawning them from the top, making a platform to the side, and then we can stack them all the way up. And if you saw my last video, this makes a lot more sense because I suggested that we can probably fit about 7 tadpoles on top of the life pod. They said they didn't test this on the life pod, and neither did I, unfortunately, but I did test what they had to say, and I had a lot of fun with it. As for the tower itself, I'd already had something built because I wanted to know how far away you could see things from in the medium render. And medium render distance for structures is only about like 200 meters, so this was kind of underwhelming to see from far away, but at least we have it for this build, I guess. I love stockpiling resources and building huge bases in survival games, man. It's just like one of my favorite, like the most satisfying gameplay loops to me. I did do all this in creative just to see how it would go, but mostly that's for the sake of getting videos out on time. What I do for fun is build stuff like this after I've gathered the resources tediously for hours. Once my new moon pool in the sky was set up, the only thing left to do was to test it out, I guess. And to my absolute and utter shock, this thing actually works. This will drop a tadpole from a moon pool way up in the sky. So do what you will with that information, but this is what I chose to do with it. This process actually took so long that the day turned to night, and I lost track of time, and I kind of just sat there for a minute after it was done, like not even realizing that the tower was all the way built. So I'm just sitting there spamming the craft button, like trying to get more of the tadpoles to come out, but no more tadpoles will come out. We're at the top, baby. This is it. This absolute unit, this monstrosity, this beauty of colossal proportions comes in at almost 70 meters tall. Can be seen from literally anywhere on the map. It's impossible to miss, and in my opinion is probably the greatest engineering feat of humanity in Subnautica 2 so far. Truly. But as with the entropic nature of the universe, disaster is never too far away. Chaos is inevitable. It's been here since I landed this first jump off the tower. Hell, it's been here since the start of the video. Remember this guy? All cute and innocent looking, giant and inflatable and not deadly at all. Yeah, I bet that's probably what he'd have you think, looking at him. But these creatures are true menaces. Next up, I've got to talk about this comment from Victor T2 that mentions flinging the beacons and smelling a competitive sport. First off, yes, it is possible to fling the beacons. They throw kind of like a shot put. The better news is that they don't go so far that they leave the render area, and also it takes skill, honestly. So I did make an entire competitive sport out of this, and I'm calling it Vic Ball in your honor, Vic. And yeah, I mean, this comes with a full court, and it's like, I would say it's comparable to something like skee ball mixed with, I don't know, like cornhole, maybe like even like curling if you're into that kind of thing. This idea was so good that I want to make an entire separate video about it and the sport of Vicball that I have created, thanks to the suggestion from Victor T2. I love a good emergent gameplay feature, and let me tell you, this is about as emergent as it gets. So if you want to know more about Vicball and the first competitive sport, I think, in Subnautica 2, you're going to want to subscribe and stay following the channel, because that's going to be the next video that I upload. And I should be able to get that out a lot easier than I did this one, so that should be here in the next few days. And lastly, I wanted to give one more huge thank you to everybody that commented on my last video. Being able to talk to people about this stuff is just such a breath of fresh air. Get it? You get it now? That's what the sound effect was implying? Anyway, I wanted to keep this thing at a certain length, so I didn't really have time to include every single idea that I thought was good. But I do want to show off some of those here just because they were fun, so hopefully you folks enjoy this last little montage. And speaking of montage, if you like any of the music in this video, everything but the first song is from the Joel Haver collection. Joel Haver had 12 movies that he made, and he had soundtracks made for most of them, and he released all that music to the public. That's linked down in the description. It's free to listen to any of it. There's various albums, artists, and styles for all the different movies that he made, so there's pretty much something for everybody. Thanks to all the artists for agreeing to release that music like this. Thank you, Joel. You're friggin' awesome for that, man. Really appreciate you. Please subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed this far and you watched this far in. Also, leaving a like would just be highly appreciated. I'm still a somewhat small channel. I've grown a lot in the last few days, but I might have to do another one of these things because this has been so fun.